towards Flickless, and obviously Ara on the other side. A very aggressive beginning, so I'll pause my thought there as Ara already gone from this round, as is Flickless. So next be up to the challenge, right? And this isn't exactly a highly played map for them if you look at the amount of times they've played it, but it's obviously sat well with them in the past. Now we look at what they can recover from here, GIANTX. It looks like that focus to split through tree, still focused towards that A side, but Chron is waiting. Nice. Another connection towards west side. kaajak as well, catching Cloud, trying to slip the smoke. Spike now loose, and Purpo not really able to make much impact through main. So try and maybe find a new way here, but I think Alpha will have heard these steps. Yeah, he absolutely invested from Alpha. It was the early flash towards B, but we can see the wall now. Presence towards short. This is lovely. This is stalling out and allowing for that third man in rotation. And you highlighted there. Look at that deep line for kaajak.
Yeah, FNATIC got them completely surrounded here.
Oh, this is going to be tough. We've already got Alpha tucked in towards Hell. Boaster playing from Heaven. And the split is mostly focused through towards Tree, but it's segmented. Flickless with a lovely little double. Gets themselves on the site, and they have some security here. I can have his work cut out trying to work it back through, but I didn't even think about Teo on this map as well, breaking down that door so easily. It doesn't really make many odds for now. And they make this costly, because GIANTX got some stability here. Waiting patiently for anyone to overpeak. Not seeing that now. You can see the temptation from Ara, but not going for it.
crashies is going for a really late lurk. Time is
maybe just trying to cost them weapons. At this point, this is still the bonus for FNATIC, trying to lock them in. Maybe cost them some of these rifles, but if they do path down towards Tree, then they're pretty much scot-free here. crashies and Chronicle are two with the Vandals, but they may be opting against it. This is on crashies now to farm up. This is nice from kaajak. That's a rifle cost. You don't want to lose more than one more than that's been dropped. crashies going to make it costly. Big to find some potential. kaajak still on that outlaw, dealt with so easily. Yeah, there's light shields to maybe try and work it against, but Cloud...
in this mid round, nothing too obvious, but they need to check Chronicle.
Oh my god, Ara was quick to adjust there. Really nice. Now the first real challenge for Alpha on this, it's a lot to handle on this site, and he goes for, I mean, that was a bold maneuver from Alpha. It wasn't going to work out. Ara with a lovely approach towards towards B, straight up middle. Plant's going to be there. Hold it just fine, but it's that level of comfort build towards A is coming in. crashies is going to give away that he does have a rifle here. And now the problem starts to mount. This is going to be an issue. Boaster trying to play it forward, but he gets caught. This is gorgeous. GIANTX looking like they're on the same page finally. This looks good. Ara looking to try and slip the net. Finds a man. That's Alpha gone. Not having the best of times in those smokes, old Alpha. And now Chron, he was already on that Sheriff, so it was never going to be easy for him. But kaajak coming over with the Phantom might still be able to do some damage. But by all rights, this is solid from GIANTX. Westside going to probably close the... Do they then start looking for other options? It looks like that is the case for GIANTX. Westside is hitting today. Gorgeous. Chronicle just wanted info. That silence became really pressured, and he got it right back. 4v4 now.
I think unnecessary mistake from Chron, though. He could easily just be jump spotting. He doesn't need to move the rotation at all. FNATIC are set up strong towards that A side of the map.
This is tough, though.
Down to kaajak.
Going to be forced off this one.
Nice.
Going to go for the ult. Gets him out of there, can reposition towards backside if he fancies. And also Boaster slipped in, but look who's been caught. Purpo catching crashies, really going to create problems. Boaster tries to greet him with a smile. Ara still going to be fighting forward. Time getting low now. 10 seconds cleared. GIANTX showing off now. 8 seconds. They got to get a plan, and Alpha is a problem. Really helped by Chron a little bit deeper. Playing from backside, support coming from market, but Ara's already ahead of this, deep through towards CT. Are they expecting it? Yes! kaajak with a quick shot. Takes away Ara. And it is all a fake. Yeah, big fake as well, and it's worked wonderfully. Boaster doesn't want to take the risk. He doesn't know what's around that corner. We know there was one main and one towards site, but the rest now filtering through. And almost a lurk now for Flickless.
Yeah, in a crazy position from Purpo.
Feeling brave. Maybe wanted to take that chance because of the player disadvantage. He can give information that no one's coming through Heaven so far, but still Garden going to come in, going to invest that smoke real quick. The Paranoia looking good. kaajak going to take another step forward. This is the time to pounce. Boaster takes away Cloud. Purpo replies. It's still going back and forth here. Don't think it's over until...
middle from FNATIC.
They don't know. They only know about one. The knife actually only caught towards crashies, but it's a quick clear. But nowhere near as strong as they are on other maps. Yeah, it becomes a little bit of a potential. You know, like... Again, rolling it back here. Boaster, no man's land, swept aside.
Yeah, the best case outcome for them here would have been to beat GIANTX convincingly and make it look like a catfish map.
Oh, like the classic sunset that you guys ran in the past.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Other coaches should be able to see it. Other players coming in, but now it gives Boaster the corner to play on. And now you're looking at the time.
Seconds.
You're looking at that time. This has been a good bit of stall from FNATIC here. Boaster needs to buy a couple more seconds. He's going to leave one more to take a fight on it. Ara's going to clear crashies. They might be able to get a plant now. Hold on. It's not over yet. Playing from the most pressured scenario. They're holding on. Boaster needs to get out of dodge real quick because westside is trying to bully his way through heaven, leaving just Alpha alive in a 1v2. Cloud on the site. Flickless playing down low. And oh, it's perfect. FNATIC playing 3 middle. Cloud gonna just get into safety. Ara maybe overextending a bit. Still need to walk through this. Big info on the cam spotting push up there. So starting to fit. Oh, Boaster. Okay, that wasn't the prettiest kill, but it gets the job done. And now player advantage, weapon upgrade. Plant gonna come in. It is still a 5v3. You do have those weapons now collected.
Purpo knows he needs to do something.
Getting ahead of this, but Chronicle seems aware, and so does Alpha. They are being very, very cautious about this, holding this position. Purpo isn't alone, though. Flickless with him, though. This is huge. Purpo finds the pick, and now it's going to be kaajak in the response. They are now dwindling in numbers, down to just 2. Flickless still finding bodies to drop, but the defuse starting. He's got to go nuclear. Can't be. Okay, kaajak. Big risk. Absolute heater, stunning. See, there is intent behind it. There's the vast majority of the players going to be working through from that market side. Flickless going to pop the ult, and his game on now. Alpha going to be swept aside after 1. It's pretty much falling into Chronicle, who gets drive-by'd. Flickless just... I don't
that should be allowed.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem real, but still, they are only down to 2, right? It's Purpo and Flickless. Purpo's got his ult. Don't know if he's getting a real chance to play it much. But the map is closing in. We can see the positioning from crashies. Discomfort from Purpo to try and play it forward. Flickless over towards Switch. Turns a flash. Gorgeous from Flickless. Needs a bit more here. Does he get the timing he wants? No. Really trying to deal with FNATIC on the attack.
Straight aggression here through middle. I won't expect it to be this deep into middle, though.
Sure. No. Oh! Ara clean. And this is nice for GIANTX, just taking the fight to FNATIC, no fear being shown. Flickless trying to back away, but he doesn't need to. Shoulders it well, takes away Boaster. FNATIC looking kind of outdone on this. That's so many players here. Oh my word, outdone. Yeah, beautiful. GIANTX, where's this side been the whole time?
Show what the difference between Vice and Cypher and Killjoy is. The Killjoy and Cypher.
Hold on. Kajak's up to
Sorry.
No, it's over now. Ooh, ooh, kaajak? Nah, I don't know if Alpha saw 2 or 1, but then, oh, Flickless feeling brave, but right now Cloud is blinded. Kaajak could desperately trying to find them, but it's Alpha controlling it well. Yeah, they cleared this B main pressure very diligently. Good usage of the paranoia coming through everything, even under that real high tempo. Looking solid. Ara and Purpo probably not going to find too much here now. Well done to FNATIC to navigate all those threats.
Yeah, just the save angle likely. They want some economic damage here. Don't want to get FNATIC too ahead. But going to be difficult.
Likely, they're already shifting through towards main.
Chron is sniffing the map out. Closing in.
Purpo. Gonna get dealt with by Alpha. Ara be the last to fall here. Yeah, probably opting to give this up.
And I think that those kind of kills are rounds where... Ooh.
Hold on. Ara, they're getting wise to the games here, though.
Here. So they can stack towards this A side of the map.
Oh.
Big kill from kaajak.
Yeah, going down. That's pretty brutal now. They're going to lose a lot of that control, and the cross going to feel treacherous for westside.
But they keep the high low. So if there's no smoke here, this could be dangerous for FNATIC.
But they're getting cancelled. They're getting too curious, too worried about that B site. They might get the timing right. They absolutely have. Flickless. That is perfect impact. Going to be blinded, but it's fine. He gets out of it in time. Oh, but Alpha right back to it as well. Back and forth between the two, leaving westside in a 1v2, and we saw how far he was. Luckily for him, he's made decent progress. Guess where Alpha is? Can you believe it? He's got company down there, though. Pause now. Slow down. creeping away. Gonna make this difficult for westside. No util to play with, just the gun in hand. Has to clear Cron first. Can he get an isolated fight? I don't know. He's looking for it. Westside's been smacking some of these shots, but yeah, toward middle.
Yeah.
Gonna be Boaster seeing it, who knows, but
he's been left alone too.
Actually back, but he's gonna hear the ult. He's got to see everything. The timing on that is unbelievable. Aura just tries to get away for now. Gonna pop the ult to try and keep himself in this round. And now there's pressure coming from everywhere. They are close to the site, but they're waiting by the boathouse. A little bit of a trip towards the back here. Aura doesn't know where to look, but soon enough he's going to have a flood of players coming his way. That smoke is lethal. Oh, but so's the knife to the throat. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Keep GIANTX into that round, all by himself, essentially.
Yeah, it really was. Again, watching this, because the amount of pressure he's getting, you know, coming down from the stairs, coming down from Cap. See how he fares this round. Peeking into that Aura. How much you get punished at this level. For now, Purpo gonna have to rescind away from that A main side. Flickless not clean enough on that. Chronicle gonna clear it. And now Purpo's under pressure himself. We saw how well Aura did, but now you got to make your own go of it. That's not how it's gonna work out, Purpo. Kind of connecting that above the dice, it looked like.
30
That's
seconds
a comfortable
left.
plant. And Westside, Alpha's just watching over the prized possession.
Spike planted.
Yeah, economic situation not great from GIANTX, so westside does need to save this Vandal. FNATIC can't hunt too much though. The economic situation on both sides not great.
Yeah, pretty fragile, right? No, they're really stabilized. So, I want to kind of keep it where it is. It looks like maybe Cron's searching, and so is maybe Alpha. Sorry, Boaster, but actually they are searching on this.
What?
I don't.
Yeah, that's server ult easily.
Kaajak, in the meantime, trying to progress towards that B site. They made a bit of a gambit. I like that. I like the attempt at the play, right? Try and be a little bit proactive, take a risk, take a chance. And Boaster again, bloody hell, he is just about evading presence. Chronicle, oh god. Question mark, Boaster. Oh my god, oh my god. It's okay, it's Boaster, he's fine. He's fine on that. Cloud and Flickless go down. He gets CT control. There's still pressure here though, right? Like, Boaster can be smoked off, which he has been. His smoke's not up for another couple of seconds. Nice from Boaster though. Laying it in right. Aura just gonna beeline with westside towards the site as best they can, see if they can try and pry these players out of the back site here, but time is running low. They gotta go now or they gotta go never. They're trying to make something happen. Westside and Aura doing well here. Boaster gonna have to go for the ace. And he's gonna wait for it, he's got it.
He joins that list of players.
And this isn't one of those aces I feel is ever gonna go into a highlight reel, right? It's just not, because the context of the round feels horrific. It's like, what? Oh, how did...
It's going to be easy for GIANTX to stack towards this A side.
Oh, but Alpha just ahead of where Flickless expected. Controls the corner, and now Purpo's position gets really tricky. Harder to handle on this angle, but he's so clean! Purpo, that is gorgeous from you! Takes the TP out, but he might have absolutely destroyed FNATIC's approach. Now we look at their deeper options. Boaster trying to give them another layer. He's been caught. No ace this time, buddy. That's a 4v2. Kaajak and crashies don't have any super clean shots there. Still in a bit of a, I want to say an all-in position. He's going to be noted this time. You're not going to get away with, oh! My God, what are they feeding these young players? Flickless does do well to get two. Is going to be traded in, but Cloud going to continue to keep the numbers up for GIANTX. The spike is down in main mini. They're screwed, surely. I mean, Kajak's got his ult. He does get out of there. Hold on, can GIANTX keep their composure? Yeah, it looks like they can. Alpha found towards hell. Kaajak. A lot of pressure on one man's shoulders now, 1v3. This would be the 12th for GIANTX. Kaajak waiting for someone to give him that 1v1. Does anyone dare do it? Who blinks first? He moves forward towards main. We can see the positions on the minimap, but Kaajak has to go in. Lovely. Comes the ult. Straight up middle, right up the guts. Going to spot the util. How much more does he get from this? Looking for maybe... I don't know what he's looking for here. Okay, backside control and maybe a crunch. So they've got Boathouse, but Cloud's taking Kaajak away. This feels like it's fallen short already. They've been hindered at main. Might get spammed through on the wall. They will. Cloud, stunning. stunning. And they're so ready for this. Look at these shorties in hand. They know exactly what you're going for. westside just trying to buy time. Wait for it to fade away, but the TP gets taken. And Purpo's on the site now. Chronicle's got problems. They got the rifles back out. crashies. How this looks. It feels like this is very much kind of learning as we go.
Simple approach into B from GIANTX, but FNATIC immediately pushing out of A. So they're going to have a surround on this B retake.
Cloud's watching. Got his util still. Love to keep that deeper into the post plant, but already down to 22. That is rough. He might have to reposition, but there's even going to be player late over towards that Pexa side. Paranoia. Stalled out. And now the pressure comes in. Nice from westside. Oh, it's clean from westside. crashies does trade it back through, but now they're dwindling in numbers. Boaster, oh, where's this Boaster been? Gets one ace and he's big man. Purple and Flickless though have the time on their side. FNATIC gonna have to get back to business here. They've got to be dealt with, and they allows you to stack out so much of the map and kajak's position. Gonna be negated for now by the wall coming up, but Ara's gonna be spotted. 4-4. Oh! Ara! That is so sick. Cron just gets backhanded. kayak then tries to make a play, get involved, does well. Bails him out a little, if anything. If that got punished, though, that would have been... The cross is being watched. Be it on a little bit more of a deep angle. Actually, did crashies see that? Must have seen something, because he just started to walk up, but... Spike not crossing yet does give crashies another opportunity. Oh, he's being sneaky. He's being very sneaky. Plants in, gun barely out. No, it seems to be getting away with it, right? Like, it feels like it went through that timing of like, okay, it's being checked a lot. They're all focused towards Boaster, but crashies. Oh, he's gonna get 2.
30 seconds
exceeding expectations. And they look to pivot back towards B. Still had that presence towards main. They had Cloud over here. Alpha's gonna have to respect this a little. Yeah, has to fall away from it. He's got Chronicle now in support, but Ara on the case, and he's been clean. Doesn't fancy a re-peek towards that. Careful now, Cloud. They're getting closer. Flickless keeping them secure, but it's Boaster left in a 1v2. That Odin, slow and steady. Oh!
Shouldn't be as comfortable.
Ooh, that's a lot of util. Cron might be in trouble. Okay. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Cron, what the hell is that? And Boaster, in the meantime, just got one with the Odin. Looking like a bit of a difference from map 1 to map 2 here already. That's looking far more comfortable, but it is early days. And Cloud, still clean enough to take down Alpha. Give them a pocket to play from on this B site.
2v4, GIANTX needs to do something.
Oh, that'll start it. Can they find somewhere anywhere decent for the post bomb though? They've still got the paranoia. Jesus. Cloud now, yeah, paranoia's in, he's dead. It's all on Purpo. That paranoia catch both of them in the end. Yeah, Purpo's in a world of trouble. God, again.
Locating targets.
Oh, tough spot here.
Oh, does he get to live? kaajak. He was on a heater before. That's really hard, though. Checked on by the util. There was no really way out for him in that, as crashies now in his little individual battle on the other side of westside.
Spike planted.
westside sharp enough to take him down, giving them that 5v2. Boaster's still alive and the Odin's still there, look. Seen stranger things. But it seems like the counter is just get your own Odin, apparently. As Alpha gets closer. Nice for one. Just couldn't quite adjust towards Purpo. Even further back, Ara being the one to try and be brave about this to go further forward, but we can see it getting closer here for Boaster. Spams in, this is gonna get tough now. Does he get out in time? He does.
30 seconds
no
left.
chance to take him down, and GIANTX do have the site, but close. Oh! Okay, no, that was crashies. Okay, I genuinely was kayak in that. That could have been one of the best shots I'd seen in a minute, but still, spam is there, chipping away. Look who's creeping. Ara this time to get Boaster down. It's all getting a bit chaotic here. It feels like they've started to find a bit of an answer to how they want to approach at least towards 8. Whether or not they can hold it here now is the next question. Chronicle, Alpha, crashies. Trying to find it.
To save.
I feel like this time you've got to. They don't have so much time to get past all of this. Could try and lock them in on the site, perhaps. They're still trying to fight this one. And yeah, just trading in on this. They're doing really well, but time, oh my.
They'll be in trouble.
Yeah, kayak should have seen enough here. Calling for that one way to come in, but they're disrespecting it. And maybe they shouldn't have. kaajak, oh, he's clean again. So sharp, at least for those two there. Really nice impact. Both even catching a third. So they're down to just Flickless. And westside, that's still going to be just difficult even on the cross here. Nice from westside to bail him out towards Alpha. And a pump of the ult. This should give them at least the plant, you've got to imagine.
Chronicle's on this flank. No, crashies is on this flank already, though.
I don't think they've really had this come through because we saw the crashies before, was quite patient with it. Now, obviously, getting much closer from Mound. Going to take away Flickless. Even just westside in a 1v3. I like the reposition, but it feels quite obvious to an extent, even Chron considering it, and the cross gets made. Things now get harder for westside. The spam enough to be a problem. 14 HP.
Sensitive towards this A.
Locating target.
Alpha can stall out time here, keep them pinned to this pivot through towards
Nice seize.
this. Oh, the combination is divine. Aura is at least going to get one back and maybe forge a path in, but this is still not looking good. FNATIC really composed under this pressure. Aura's going to go, at least unnoted, creep through towards B, as you've just seen there. Alpha will be aware that someone is getting a bit closer, but focus towards main. That's a big reveal, big info. Cloud's going to take down Boaster, but it is this... Oh, that tracking was just stunning from Alpha, and the lockdown to boot. He was thinking about it. And the Nightfall going to go in. FNATIC once again just compounding the problems here. Back to a 3v3. Denial of space comes in as well. Chronicle making this difficult. The lockdown in play. They got to run here. Well, they will be held back, and Alpha's on the hunt. Can they even make it away in time? Just about getting out of the lockdown, but Alpha is on the hunt. They wanted a quick plant. They're going to get it. But they've got to get a pick back here. A 2v3 is not happy to be held from the site. Cloud trying to play ahead of this. Awareness from crashies, but the C's not going to find its man. But Alpha does. Flickless goes down, leaving Cloud in the 1v3. Player spotted, but Cloud knows his days are numbered.
Boaster's now going to be able to unlock his IGL brain, but a quick push out from Aura, punished immediately.
That's when they just like walked mid and... Fine.
Cover going out.
Alright, Purpo. Woo! That's nice.
That's nice too.
Oh, Purpo! He's been in. Hold on, maybe GIANTX. We're just nuts on defense. Oh, okay, well, it looked 1 HP in a dream.
HP is low for FNATIC too, though.
Yeah, westside is barely breathing, but that... Oh! You gotta feel that Alpha was on for that one, but not to be. And westside, if you do anything here... Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it. That should be the nail in the coffin as crashies. Try and put in a performance... Sorry, Chronicle, but it's a 1v2. Yeah, they're just considering this late B crunch puts Cloud right at the forefront. He's very alone, but Cloud's good for it. He's got to be careful about main, though. He's been outdone. Overwhelmed in the end, but now Crash is going to break through and take the space away. Can they keep security here? The Lurk's on the way as well from Chronicle. He's going to be coming in on the flank. Beautifully done. Flickless just turned around, but it's too late. And now they can run it towards C if they want to, but time is very low here.
Spike planted.
Man, Purpo. Yeah, no chance. Didn't think that Alpha was still around. FNATIC playing this rotation game very well. Aura and westside do have the rifles here, though.
Yeah, they're going to go for it, looks like.
Chron can buy a bit of time on this post plant if he needs to with the util. Still got a little bit to work with, right? But Aura gets the right timing. Boaster's been cleared, but trying to clear through... Ooh, that doesn't look like that was where he wanted it. And Aura doing very well. I don't know if they got half on this one, but time is going to be running low. Aura's going to go above and beyond for his side here, but down to 7 HP, just caught by the bullet. I think he knows he's done for it. They're going to try and disrespect this?
GIANTX still have 3.
Yeah, okay, that's how they get rid of the wall. You remove the player, apparently. But they got to go now here. Oh my god, kaajak! Oh, it's just unreal from FNATIC. They had no right to get in towards this site. And now Aura and Purpo are behind the curve, but it is still a 2v3. Not impossible, especially with Purpo's positioning coming in.
Yeah, all good position for FNATIC, all on this elbow side of C. Looks like they're gonna fight out and find Purpo.
Yeah, that's
right.
good.
Clearing out this blue room, the boombot. Nice paranoia.
And there's been so much pressure put on the players towards this side of that. It was Cloud before, now you're seeing it with Flickless there. Really good at the crunches coming in and just layering that pressure on. Cloud this time was playing over towards the other side on A, but it's not much of an easier position. Trying to find a cheeky angle, maybe catch a cross, but he's just punished by Chronicle. They've done everything they need so far. It's really heads up from kaajak. He's just hitting everything he needs to. Nice. Very nice. Gonna put a bit of pressure back on FNATIC here, fighting on the side. Purpo, controlled in approach. And bear in mind, crashies is a mile away. Purple, no!
Seems like they have got a read on GIANTX rotating away.
Oh, Aura. You can see the attempt, but Chronicle was there to save the day, catching him on trying to close down towards, I think it was Alpha who just dipped out of there. Gets a little greedy on the look back, goes for the monitor adjust, because clearly that was the issue, but Purple position. There's someone behind him as well, yeah, kaajak was there. It's a messy round, but it's still going FNATIC's way until then. Cloud, a stark reminder of his capabilities, and the spike left loose near his side. Boaster does have TP though. That will be a quick collection. There it is, he's got it, and that will be the plant now.
The problem is that Vice was still up, and so they're going to know where he repositions here. But Boaster knows.
Shadows traveling.
How's he going to play this? So he's put a couple of question marks, right? That deep smoke towards CT, toying with the wall. He's put a couple of, you know, worries in their minds. But this would need a 1v3. Now this would be impeccable from Boaster. He's gone for the mound position here. Plant complements it, but this is tough. There's a lot of bodies that they can put through to this, and Flickless still has utility. He needs to play this just to perfection. Lovely, controlled, beautiful. Boaster, can you do the unthinkable? Turns the flash well enough. He's got to stay on this one. He might have got the time on this.
Oh my
He
God,
actually might have got the time on this, Boaster. Absolute magic in the end. A Red Bull clutch to close.
Do the same to FNATIC.
All right, Chron, test is on. And the patience is here. Paranoia, good. Time to strike. Was right about them, but it's westside. Come in with a couple for himself, but it was crashies to keep the numbers on their side until then. kaajak now left with a mountain to climb.
Time to jump.
Purpo is lower, and he does have a sheriff, but they're staying together. But does that matter? Okay, does Boaster get away with anything here? Paranoia preemptively sent, and he backs away. This feels a bit overly cautious to a degree, but they're backing away towards kind of deeper on the site, leaving just Alpha
GIANTX are waiting for their cycle, and they've got it now. Going to be stunned, and Salvo's coming on an XX soon, I imagine.
So that's going to be going towards backside. Salvo's going to be going in, forcing them both kind of towards that graffiti side. Aura, so sharp. Does he get another, though? No, he doesn't, but Alpha's flashed up. He can't do much about it, and once again, we pose the question, can they hold this? And the answer is no. Purpo clearing house, leaving just kaajak to try and walk the smoke. Nice attempt. Side steps, flash, swing. They're already ahead of it, though. They actually got around the corner, so it wasn't as effective as he probably would have liked, but already on towards that seaside. Boaster's going to beat the timing on here. Paranoia goes in. It looks like kaajak wanted to swing. Flickless, though, going to find both of them. Sight now under contest. Chronicle might have to back away from this a little bit. He can't be the one to engage now. Needs to wait on crashies. Needs to wait on Alpha to get closer to try and pounce this trap. But crashies leans in ahead. Takes away Aura, but a trade goes in. So it's still numbers up for GIANTX. Alpha and crashies not fresh in their minds. This should be something they could. It's weight. Baited. Breath. Lovely. Back away now. Doesn't need to outstay his welcome. They didn't speed up too fast. And they have numbers.
Yeah.
This is a lot more. And Alpha, the other with the weapon here. But the angle not great. Playing off the corner just a little bit too close. Gave the advantage to westside, but still, ult's gonna be coming in and they are gonna push this one straight in. Head first, Aura clears kaajak. They still know there's threats here. They still know there's more here. Boaster being one of them, dips away towards sewer. Runs off, but he can't get away. Flickless gonna find him. And now the plant next on the horizon. This overall from afar, actually catching Chron, I think they're on that one, but still they got its number. Purpo down now, Flickless in the 1v2. He wants the time, but Chronicle wants the gap close. He didn't get the kill, and now there's a chance. The shock dart connected, but not quite enough to really deny that fight going his way. But Flickless in the 1v1 up against crashies. crashies an experienced player, but Flickless playing this well, but you can see that little bit of paranoia building. Did he already cross to sight? Himself towards hell. Dark gonna come in. Is there hesitation for a moment? Stuns there. Cross made. crashies comes back around. I was wondering if Chronicle was gonna do something silly there. No, it was kaajak actually to find the first. That was right down C-Long. Gonna have to give away the game though. Cloud couldn't really deny it, but away we go. Already quick off the starting block. Aura in, looking for a man. Found it. kaajak completely, I don't know, out of it in this one, and it feels like Aura's read it right, but it was Flickless to find Chronicle. Removed. He was left all on his own. Boaster, Alpha, and crashies. No flank this time, no luck this time, and still quite far away from this. That plant's going to be in.
Spike planted.
It's going to be a drone and Alpha's shield up to facilitate this retake.
Smoke's there for Boaster now. Waiting for Alpha to set it in motion, but Boaster goes ahead of this one. crashies, Alpha, they look lost in this, and they've got the choices. Ooh, 1v1 time. Alpha, let's see how you do. You should be on for this, but he does have R up, but very well handled by Alpha. Good first pick. And oh, the follow-up, gorgeous as well. Cloud gone, they're down to just 3. A 4v3 with Chronicle still at the back of the B site. They have control across the map. There's very little left unchecked here.
And kaajak got this deep line on
Love that. Really nice. Purpo checks, but it doesn't matter. kaajak hits the shot. He doesn't need to outstay his welcome. He gets out of there, gets his one, and backs away.
Yeah, talking about win conditions, I don't mind having kaajak on those deeper lines. I think that's what I would be doing as a general approach.
Yeah. Alpha and that ult, and even getting the second just feels like was the kind of icing on the cake, wasn't it? But for GIANTX, it's a reality they have to face. If you do start seeing Alpha starting to warm into this game a bit more, having that sort of impact, kaajak holding those deeper lines.
Might be a fast approach.
And if they spot 2 players, maybe towards quad, yeah, that if anything encourages it here. Chronicle trying to stick around, you can't stick around. There's no way out of that. Had to respect it and they can't. And now GIANTX get the site for free, but we're on the retake. But again, retaking with that operator on that site doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it's a hard enough retake as it is. A site's not fun. 4v5 with an op.
Look at the cam. Look at the trip. Look at all of this information they have here. Purpo should be watching towards this. kaajak gonna have to come out of that ult at some point. Here it is. Purpo on the line, gonna be cleared. FNATIC looking to try and pinch from the other sides now, but time is gonna start ticking. 4v4. Flipping the roles almost. Can you hold this site when we play attack? No, you can't. Aura the only one to draw blood here, leaving Cloud in a 1v3. And they've got numbers. They got positions. Things can change, but the solution hasn't been found the whole time. Chronicle has not been having a good time on this side of the map. crashies gets a gift from the gods. He almost survived longer there. They've managed to once again take this site with lesser weapons. But the retake this time has not got the flank on it. It's not got the pressure on it. There's a flank on the other side. Look at westside here. His timing could be divine as well. Alpha trying to get a little bit closer, and he's found Purpo. This must instigate that flank from westside to come in now. Flickless trying to be posturing up, buying the time with these beautiful salvos. Oh no, it's a nightmare. Cloud just got Boaster as well. That's twice now he's died to these salvos. We've got the ult coming in and maybe unnecessary. Really worry about Chronicle, but he's having a tough time here.
Once again, GIANTX are into C site with very little resistance.
Yeah. It is going to be respected by FNATIC. The smoke obviously deep here. Does Alpha invest ult? Chronicle has got Purpo though. That is lovely. crashies from all the way across. Oh, he's got both. Dream come true sort of thing. Cloud dreaming of an outcome that's probably not going to be happening now. He's heard him though. We're up for a biff. Boaster gap closing. Doesn't expect it. Oh my, oh my god. Yeah, kaajak easy now, Tiger, because there's a real issue here. Chronicle's timing is everything. It's a nice reposition. It's very hard to consider for Cloud. But that suddenly got serious in a heartbeat.
He's going to need to ace though.
I mean, god.
30 seconds
and
left.
again, I feel that Chron is on for the perfect position here. He'll have to go towards a spike, and he has attention put towards clearing that. The TP as well, up towards heaven straight away.
Another massive brawl on A. Usually favoring GIANTX.
Oh my good lord, he's thrown everything at it. Ara's still hungry, but it's kaajak to greet him with a smile. This time around, kajak's here. I feel like he hasn't been able to be on this site as often as he'd like, but now with the operator, tough position to play and feels risky. Oh, but the reward is just divine. Gorgeous stuff from him as Cloud. Oh my god, not again, Cloud. You got 5 bullets and 3 players to find. Easy
some
time.
masterclasses recently, and that's something to worry about if I'm GIANTX.
Plenty to worry about, but you're still 6-6, one of the best in the league. I'd be still happy with that with 2 brand new players. I miss how this ends. It looks like westside actually copped a lot of damage here, but look at the stack. Look how much priority the GIANTX put. This 4-play stack towards C and Garage, that's huge. Putting a lot of faith in Cloud to control over towards the A side. And bringing FNATIC just down to 3. Now, kajak's got himself a lot of space here. Cloud going to know the presence through sewer. Didn't see the second player. But that is Boaster going to be seen.
Exploration all across the map. Ara's got the flank.
Ooh.
But kajak's in a strange position too.
Yeah, if Ara can keep his life, that's lovely for him. Yeah, he's going to be happy with that. But yeah, his kaajak. Can he become instrumental to the outcome? They've kind of navigated away from each other. You've got the players backfilling towards B. And now it's kind of, I don't want to say thought through, but there's... Oh my god, has kaajak been seen? He has! Oh my word, and Ara turned around for it. He was just caught by the players drifting from B towards C. The timing not there for them, leaving crashies and Boaster to try and pick up the pieces of this round. 5 against them, and GIANTX looked prepared for this. Boaster trying to find a path through garage. It looks unavailable. crashies with a lovely shot towards Ara. Just that shock dart to buy maybe a couple of seconds on the plant here. Boaster trying to make a play. And in that smoke. Does that FNATIC classic work just as well? The double swing. Oh, I just dipped into the other side of the smoke there. crashies. Oh my god, it's 3. Are you on for the ace, crashies? You got 1 bullet, hits a reload. Got the dart as well. He's got something to do with this one. Come on, crashies, show me some magic. May not read how many are on that side.
Yeah, he's got a big job in this game if they're going to continue with this 1A approach.
Yeah, it is not easy. Whoa, yeah, outdone. kaajak, so mechanically gifted, but Purple going to claim one back, catching the player by window. That was the spike. I don't know if he saw it drop necessarily, but that's enough that kind of gives away this, maybe it's not this direct A approach. Alpha going to be caught by the paranoia. Has to back away, stunned up almost, actually gets away with it. He's being forced out, bullied around the map by Util. Gets away to safety. The A side will be controlled, but the trajectory and pathing of GIANTX is good towards this A side.
All from one position though.
Silence.
Would have been nice to have a bit more of a crunch.
crashies.
Yeah, and now you look at the pressure then coming back through from Sewer, but they've already gotten past that. They've skipped ahead a little bit. So kaajak maybe next. Turns the flash just, well, he turns back into it. So crashies plays in, swings in, crashies! He's looking A side of the map. Now FNATIC looking quite simplistic in approach, and the Hunter's Fury gonna, I think that's at least a tag. Yeah, it's a pickup for crashies too. He's been so good.
Yeah, every Hunter's Fury's been phenomenal from him this game. And huge impact.
Kind of impact, and now going back to this garage presence, which we've seen them work with before. Should be info on this. That's 2 spotted. That's, again, a lot to be working with here. Trying to get that connection, but Alpha going to go for the kill. Yeah, really well controlled in the corner. Good trade for Westside, so not out of complete touch. But now we have to see what that retake looks like on the C site.
Not too much to work with. We've got Ara pressuring the flank and some salvos, but Westside's got in already.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying. And where was Boaster? I guess maybe imagining kaajak had that. I don't know. It looked a little lost in the source here. This is still getting dangerous. It's a 1v2. Ara's position does get noted. Obviously, going to be considered earlier. He's got to get moving, and he knows he has to try and gap close and get there in time. The flash going to come through. Tries to find himself a cubby to play from. Trying to identify this crossfire. Find the player. Spots 1. Oh, it's lovely. 5 bullets. He can't come. Already hearing that shield pop. Makes you nervous. And there's the player snatched. Alpha. Be taken. I think that's Purpo here. Oh, that's not clean, but it's fine. He gets away with it, but there's a lot of bodies on this side of the map. So as much as he does go 1-for-1, we are seeing this 4v4 break out. Still have kayaks off if they need it, but they've got time to work the map now. Alpha, yeah, really strong from him.
It's a big kill. Gets rid of the breach shot, which is, I think, what GIANTX were looking for, because they're playing retake on A. I think that was going to be a win condition.
Now they're all invested just to ensure safety, and also sell a great deal of presence where we know it isn't going to be. Now, does Cloud think, yeah, that's nonsense? I don't know. He's still around by 8. It's all on Cloud. He's in the right place. And it's the right time.
Spike down.
Head rolls off of Boaster's shoulder, and he looks towards Sewer. Not wrong about it either, but now Alpha going to take towards the site. Imposing figure after this sort of round. Oh! Cloud surgical in precision, but crashies. They want to bring this back into hand, and now kaajak has to hold the push up, and he does swiftly. Ooh, insta ult and insta push. I mean, kajak's already got Purpo. Purpo's been kind of battered in this one. He had the Alpha ult before. Now the first one to put. Hello, hello. What's gone on here then? This isn't a fun round, is it? It feels like it's the Cloud show right now. As Westside also trying to find some presence, but Alpha still had that shield up, ready to go. Cloud already noted earlier on, just don't go A.
Yep.
Yep.
Round ripped straight out of Team Liquid's playbook, I believe. Looked a bit better. Looked a bit better when Team Liquid did it.
Yeah. Does that hurt you to say sometimes, or no? You happy to compliment Team Liquid?
Team Liquid's alright. I quite like how they're playing right now. They look good.
Yeah, they do. Look at you.
I've never had hatred about Team Liquid.
Publicly. Been a bad game necessarily, but I want to see this. Oh my god, yeah, that's... Oh, I don't know who survived that one better off. Aura, he's a madman! I loved the attempt! I loved it! Obviously, didn't go well for him in the end, but you know, he got to try something.
It was his only option.
Literally. Oh. NT.
My butter broke.
NT's in chat.
30 seconds
4v4 though now. And it feels like FNATIC start to run the game a bit better at this point as well. Once they remove that one player, they can kind of punish these rotations. And it is all a ruse though. Look where the spike is. Oh,
this is where Boaster's at his best.
Yep. Oh, it just feels...
We saw it all against Vitality, these fakes coming in.
Yep.
Reading them like a book.
That was very well done. Ult there as well.
Dodge though.
Yeah, so they can still put a fight on this, but they're going to try and flood, I imagine. Yeah, they have to. They have to go for util, and Cloud out does kaajak. Westside clears Alpha. It ain't over yet. Boaster doesn't have the 1v2 this time. And now we are at 11-9. GIANTX looking like they're going to have to handle this seaside here, and crashies has not been missing these. He's got a tag, but again, it was the omen, so slippery to pin down. Oof, kaajak, you're a lucky boy. Bloomin' heck, it is on a nice edge.
GIANTX doing well to not concede too much space. FNATIC slowly working the space. Have that garage control now, looking towards A main too. Again, what can Boaster cook in his mid round now?
Tempo settle for a second. Aura hasn't been quite up to scratch in this half. Might be a hard test up against kaajak, who's been clean, but this angle, very favorable. Nice for him to pick that up. Doesn't need to overstay. He's worried, obviously, there was a follow-up. We know it's through sewer, though. Chronicle looking to catch, and he does. Punishing Aura on the fallback towards site.
GIANTX have read this fake beautifully. Not biting this time at all.
Purpo. Oh my word. The dart is there for crashies, though. And away we go. Oh, Cron! Alpha actually looked at that. But still, Westside was on the site. Flickless going to find crashies. It's Chronicle left in a 1v3 with 10 seconds. We're going to be up at 11-10. We actually might have signs of life coming out now. FNATIC being tested in the final push here. GIANTX. You know, good manipulation on the mid-rounding, getting down to that, you know, really good reads, but it was answered back by GIANTX. Love that. Risky. This is not the first time that Aura's done this. Repetition. Difficult to make count. Cloud trying to draw their attention, bait them in here, but it feels readable, but kaajak still going to fall for it. Aura, do you get to keep your life? Do you stay alive?
You and me.
I mean, now's your real challenge. Here we go. Alpha on the 1v1. I don't think he's lost one of these yet. And he still has not. Brings it back to level footing at 4 apiece either side.
This is usually where FNATIC slow down. Often don't commit immediately.
If they keep going this way, Cloud's been so good at this. Let's see Flickless coming over. Ah, now that's nice use for Chronicle's ult. That's a big bit of info. Completely full off sight. I feel like you can't give it up completely, but Cloud's in trouble here. It needed Flickless to kind of bail him out a little bit, turn the eyes away, which I guess he did, but now the issues start to mount up. Player to the left, player to the right. The cage going to deny some access. Westside trying to isolate one. It is Boaster to the left. And it's only Boaster on the left here. But on the drop of the cage, the drop of the players.
Didn't get anything, but now it's back on Aura.
And Flickless just fell. This is all on his plate pretty much. Can he deal with the pressure coming his way? Oh, that's certainly how you do it. Gets out of danger, at least for now, trying to dip away, trying to find some safety, but kaajak is hot on his heels. Takes the get out of jail free card, but looks to try and control Aura, who is still standing on this side. The wall going to be coming his way as Alpha removes his teammate. Aura now surrounded, he falls. Alpha coming alive. And FNATIC looking on the money now. Just Westside to deal with 3. And a good game is one thing, but beating FNATIC here is a different ball game. That's a start. Got it in the end. Oh, hello. Finds one. He's fancying it. He's got to go for it at some point. You can see the Boaster getting closer just in case. Spots him as well. He's seen both now. I don't know if he's got it in. He's got to take the charge.